welcome back. Crystal here from Crystal Clear Coaching. I am back here on, well, technically it's not the 20th of January because I'm doing this late at night, but 19th day of uploading to YouTube daily. Just started that as my habit. There was a bunch of other habits that have come and gone in order to avoid overwhelm, and we are back focusing on just making sure we're getting this video uploaded, a video uploaded per day, to share some of the wonderful tools and insights I've got as a coach through all my training, through books I've read, through experiences I've had from working in creative industries and traveling lots and just being a person out there in the world. So I spent the last half an hour trying to think what I was going to talk about and procrastinating on coming and doing the video, and now I'm getting more and more tired, but I'm showing up anyway. Yesterday I talked about integrity. So do you have it? Do you know what it is? If you don't, you can go back and watch that video. But also, I invite you to be curious about what it is, and can Google it. You can look into it for yourself, and then be really curious about how strong you think your integrity is with yourself and with others. And basically integrity is doing what you said you would do when you said you would do it. And if anything cannot be done as planned, as you said, as you promised, by using your words to speak it into being, then, you restore that integrity, and with whatever parties need to receive that. So, yeah. And the importance of integrity, it sounds like it could be very boring, but honestly, if you cannot show up in integrity for, a job, for instance, show up with integrity for a relationship, show up with integrity for your own personal goals, you will struggle. And case in point, I am not coming from a pedestal here. I have good integrity and honour my promises as someone promising things to other people. But when it comes to my promises to myself, I lose steam. I change my mind. I say, well, it's just me, myself, and I. I can get back to it soon, and I gaslight myself into thinking that I will get the thing done soon, and then time passes, and first it's like a day, and then a week, and then a month, and then suddenly you're like, oh, how's it been a year and I still haven't done this thing that I promised myself I would do? And it's just really good to notice. It's like I could make it mean a bunch of stuff. I could spiral off the whole notion of it all, but I could just choose to get curious about, well, why is that showing up in that way for me? Why do I feel like I break my promises to myself, but I don't break promises to other people on the most part? I mean, nobody's perfect, no one's 100% all the time, but yeah. And because the ways that we are in small ways are the ways we are in all ways. And what that means is just like those small moments that we have throughout the day that shows how we show up or don't show up. That's what builds to become the accumulation of us, ourselves. So if we don't look at that and cultivate a different way of being, it will continue to be us. And yeah, it's great if it's working for you, whatever ways of being you have, but if they're not, this is why I invite curiosity. You have to look at it. Why am I not honoring these promises with myself? And this is a question that I'm asking myself. Why am I not honoring my promises to myself? What scares me about honoring that promise? What's the fear coming up? What do I feel like I might have to lose? Or when you make a promise to an external source, a person, a system, and you don't want to keep it or don't feel like you actually can keep it, and instead of dealing with the situation, you just put it off, and then the time either passes or doesn't. The time passes either way, but perhaps you get called out for it and you're asked to uphold that promise, and you just don't, or you do but you do it resentfully. There is I never want, personally, someone to promise me something and then be resentful of having to show that promise through to its fruition, if that makes sense. Sometimes there's like them honouring that they said they'll do XYZ thing for me, and I actually need that to happen, so they can be upset about it or how it's landing for them, but I still need them to do what they said they would do, and sometimes what you said you would do is not glamorous, not fun, and that's okay. I am fading fast here tonight, but I did come on my integrity that I said I was going to upload a video a day, and I'm honouring that promise to myself, and I just invite you to honour the promises to yourself today that you made, and just make small promises with yourself on a daily basis as to how you want to show up in the world and work towards those bigger goals of yours, in small ways if you can, because it all adds up and accumulates to the sum of our lives. The sum of our lives. I will leave it there for tonight. That was a nice, short and sweet one. And we'll be back at you more awake tomorrow. Really need to learn to do this earlier, don't I? Much love.